What's behind the shift? Here to discuss is DNC National Finance Committee member Lindy Lee. It's interesting because I think a lot of people are saying they're trying to get ahead of what could be more regulatory restrictions on them and maybe a bit of a microscope on their operations. What do you think's behind all this?
Kevin, it's great to be with you.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, the Democratic Party has a stench of loser written all over the party, and I'm sorry. And I'm speaking as a Democrat myself. This brings me no joy to say it, but I feel like the Democrats are going to be consigned to the wilderness for at least the next 4 to 8 years. And Jeff Bezos is probably thanking his lucky stars that he withheld that endorsement. And they're doing everything they can now to continue the détente. Remember what Zuckerberg said on July 13th when in Butler, Pennsylvania, it was an assassination attempt. He praised President Trump for being a badass.
Let me ask you about this idea of going out there and sort of kissing the ring. I mean, you have Zuckerberg doing his thing, Bezos. And by the way, I was really surprised that he decided to stay out of the fray and not let the Post do that. But as it turns out, it's a pretty shrewd move. What do you expect will happen when they go there and they have these conversations?
I think they're going to solidify the relationship between the business world and President Trump. And right now, the economy is ailing under the Biden-Harris administration. I mean, people are just ailing. They're suffering. Yes, inflation has come down, but cumulative price hikes are still eating away at people's pocketbooks. And people are dying for a change. So I think we're about to embark on an entirely new era of prosperity. I certainly hope so. And yeah, you can just feel it. Even in the last couple of weeks, Americans are celebrating that Trump's approval rating is incredibly high. People are in support of his transition. The momentum is just tremendous. And I'm speaking as a Democrat, and I'm feeling it as well.
Well, you know what? Also, as a Democrat, you probably could acknowledge that the party seemed to have been given, let's just say it for what it is, a bit of an edge, especially as it relates to Google. It's the way that they manage those search engines. You're going to have their CEO go over there to Mar-a-Lago and basically try to state his case. How concerned do you think that the tech giants might be of a Trump presidency moving forward? Especially, I understand it. If you're a Democrat, you're probably like, hey, great, we've gotten the brakes, as it were. How concerned, though, should they be about a Trump presidency?
I think the tech world is loving the fact that Donald Trump's going to be the next president.
Really?
He's really embraced crypto, and he's saying that he wants the United States to be the crypto capital of the world. In the meantime, Biden and Harris, they're clamping down on crypto, and it's a booming industry. People are upset. This is their livelihood.
Yeah.
Not to mention TikTok. You have all the millennials out there, very, very upset.
Well, it's interesting that it sounds to me like there's this shift. We tend to think of big tech, especially in financial tech, as being sort of right, or make that left-leaning. Is there a shift to the right happening organically?
Kevin, that's such a great point. I don't think it's just the business world. I think it's across the country. People are fed up, and they realize that Biden and Harris, they lied to us for the past 4 years about the cognitive state of our president, and they failed on immigration. The expiration of Title 42 was the original sin. Millions of migrants poured into the country, and I am a naturalized immigrant myself. I'm speaking as an immigrant. My family and I came here with $200. We never took a handout. We waited in line. We followed all the rules. So for immigrants like me who became naturalized Americans, proud and grateful Americans, it's extremely upsetting that people are just flooding into the country willy-nilly.
Here are key points. Welcome the questioner. Make your main point in a sentence. Follow up with proof. Listen carefully to questions. Use the question to strengthen your case. Reveal a surprising, persuasive point.